Round 2, we have the choice. We'll play first. Yeah, gotta keep that. That's a good looking hand right there. Visionary into Wardens, into Orchard Spirit. I'm digging it. Rune Servitor, that's actually interesting. I think I'm actually going to do Servitor here. Like, Visionary's good too, and the card draw wouldn't hurt, but I like getting a 2/2. And just attack into more things. Like a Malachor Callblade, although, admittedly, my Visionary would have been able to swing into that as well. Bonded Construct. Well, I still think I want to do Wardens because it's just a little bit better. I mean, Visionary plus Construct's not bad because it applies a lot of pressure, but I still think I want to do this. Now next turn I can do Spirit plus Construct and then set up for a nice Visionary play. All right, got some pretty good value there. So Spirit plus Construct I think is what we're doing. Ooh. Invocation's a good draw. I'm going to pre-combat Visionary. It actually makes sense because combat tricks. All right, and then just set up for a nice invocation. What is instant speed removal my opponent could have? I'm trying to think. Is there instant speed removal in this format? Why can't I think of black instant speed removal? For 3 mana. I honestly don't even want to offer the trade. Is that wrong? I think I'm just going to swing with Orchard Spirit. Just the mere fact that next turn I have Drog Invocation, why even like offer a trade? All right, so it looks like he got caught on mana. Not much known about our opponent. He played a grand total of 2 spells that game. A removal and a bad creature. I'm not a big Malachor Callblade fan, so I have to admit I'm a little bit happy my opponent is playing it. This time around, although Chief of the Foundry did look awesome last game, didn't he? Do I still want to cut a Spirit for it? Not especially. Let's just do it again. If he turns out to be hyper aggressive, I'll consider the Chief. Good looking hand. All right. Looking a bit more aggressive. We'll go Construct, and yes, I will offer the trade with the Thornbow Archer. I don't have a problem with that. We end up losing a life, but whatever. I can't swing next turn with my Construct anyway, so I don't mind it. Well, I would think you'd want to pre-combat that Malachor Callblade. Stalwart Avon. We'll take the 1. So now I guess we'll play the Wardens, which possibly dissuades his attack. Or possibly doesn't. Alright, unfortunately did in fact have the Reeve Soul again. Titanic Growth's not bad. Guess we can offer the trade. I don't particularly need Leaf Gilder, and Callblade I kind of don't want getting any bigger. So now we'll play the Orchard Spirit and pass. Well, I do hate to see Callblade doing things, but no choice. Alright, I guess we go Visionary. So I can block Callblade now. Or try to. I don't like Force Mage here, although I kind of like Orchard Spirit. Oh, but then I can't do the Titanic Growth. Alright. Alright, let's get in. Alright. Well, now we have 6 mana, so I guess we go Force Mage, pump Visionary, get in for 3, plus play Orchard Spirit. That 2/3 is really putting a damper on our attacks, though. So, Drog Invocation would be good. Other than that, not too many good attacks for us here. Alright, first Undead Servant's not the worst. Wild Instincts would be good. Guardian Automaton's not bad. I guess we do get in with Orchard Spirit, which is actually kind of good. Still a bit behind, though, aren't we? So we're just like a Jiraga Invocation away from even a blue mana. I wouldn't mind tapping that Avon down, or actually even no. I guess it makes more sense to tap down that Blightcaster, because then I can get in with more Thangs. Alright, well, if you're going to Reeve Soul anything, something that buys me an extra turn, I don't mind. Yeah, Titanic Growth's pretty good here, so let's just Let's see. So if I attack with everything, he goes Visionary, that, Blightcaster, that. I can only get in for 8. So I think we actually just swing at these 3. I mean, this puts us ahead on the race. And it gets the value dude off the board. Ooh, Bloodsucker's a little rough. Is that going to kill us next turn? Yeah, I guess it does. So we still have some outs here. Blue mana. Okay, he leaves it back, though, which I guess is good. Oof. Now I'm really regretting losing that, that Sky Snare Spider. That's a tough one. All right. Quite a few top decks here that are good. Land is one. Unfortunately, that's going to be game. Well, I tried my best, but could not deliver, sadly. All right, that was a pretty rough loss, actually. Like I said, I hate when Malakir Call... That's actually the first time I've ever seen Malakir Callblade do anything this entire format, so pretty disappointed about that, since I really do think that's a bad card. But I guess my opponent maybe has enough removal to justify it, so not as bad as I'm making it out to be. He seems slow. I really shouldn't be having problems. I think Aerial Volley is justified since I literally just lost to Flyers only. Let's bring in Aerial Volley. I mean, he has at least 2 Flyers. There's a chance he's got like a Charging Griffin or 2 in there. Problem with Aerial Volley, of course, being kind of sucks against Stalwart Haven if he gets Renown, but 1 mana taking out his 5-drop in Rabid Bloodsucker seems good. Let's cut maybe an Orchard Spirit for it. I do like the Orchard Spirits. I could cut a Force Mage for it, but I kind of like them too on the play. I like them both on the play, to be honest. Maybe Automaton. Keep the curve a little bit lower. But it gets to attack into Blightcaster. Let's cut the Automaton. I think I'm okay with that. Let's just keep the curve low. Alright, let's try this. That's rough. I got a turn 1 drop, but if I don't draw a land, I'm in some pretty serious trouble. If I do draw a land, this hand's insane. If I draw a land, I get to immediately slam Leaf Gilder or Visionary, which means 16 draws that are beneficial, which is close to 50%. A little bit less than 50% of the draws I have are going to be land. A second land and I can play anything. It's a really tough one, especially in Game 3. Really tough choice here. I'm going to keep it. It's a really risky keep. My general rule of thumb is if there's 9 things I can draw that help it, I keep. That was the draw we were looking for. Perfect. Let's go Visionary, Servitor, pass. Could we just slam a Force Mage here? Could have done the Naturalist, but I kind of like holding up for like, obviously he's got a lot of enchantments in there. So we go Visionary, and then we swing with Construct, Visionary, Servitor. He's kind of incentivized to block Servitor to get the extra card, but looks like he's not going to. Okay. Undead Servant. Not hyper intimidated by that. I guess we just swing with could swing with these 3. Could swing with these 4. Actually. I feel like there's a good chance I'm playing Naturalist. I think we're so much more on the aggressive that I don't care as much about him getting Renown. So what's his trade? Cleric on Leaf Gilder. Undead Servant on Servitor to draw the card. I think we go for it, and then I'm going to follow up with a Naturalist. It's out of his double Reeve Soul range. Suppression Bound would be an issue, but that's actually... So he does want the extra card. Okay. That makes sense. So I can Titanic Growth. And then save the Naturalist. Actually, let's just do Naturalist. Like, Naturalist is kind of interesting here. We know he's got a lot of enchantments. But I feel like getting a 4/4 on the board when I have the Titanic Growth, I'm just not gonna block the Knight. I mean, he probably doesn't even want to attack with it. Heart of Beast isn't too intimidating, although, let's see if he's got the suppression bonds. Weight of the Underworld, a lot less intimidating. My aerial volley is not looking so sexy right now, but that's okay. Wow. Double Titanic Growth. Do we just win? I think we do if he blocks incorrectly here. Oh my god, he's just dead? No blocks. Well, GG's. Yeah. You know, I've been on the back end of the double Titanic growth, and it hurts, but I got to tell you, I love it. All right. We'll see you in round 3.